Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. This morning's video, a wee quick review of yesterday's dominating, convincing 3-0 win against Dundee United at Celtic Park. Celtic now go 16 points clear in the league. Some good game time for quite a lot of the players who'll be starting off on Tuesday against Bayern Munich, and also nice wee rest for a few players who will also be starting against Bayern Munich in a few days' time. And all in all, looks like a very, very good preparation for Tuesday's game. Match fitness for the whole squad, and no new injuries, so really only Paulo Bernardo and James Forrest who will be missing on Tuesday. In today's video, we'll have now we look at the goals, we look at the key incidents, the stats, and my own player ratings, and one or two wee thoughts regarding the lineup and the formation and the performances. Celtic, right from the start, got on top. Some nice work out wide by Jota, some good work by McGregor in the middle, couple of half chances for Adam Ida, neither really threatening the goal. But Celtic massively on top right from the start. Celtic took the lead in the 23rd minute. Nice move coming off his wing from Yang. Nice ball into Cal McGregor, who found himself in a lot of space near the Dundee United box. Little weaving run in and out, and then a lovely crisp reverse finish into the bottom left-hand corner past Walton in the Dundee United goal. Celtic 1-0 up. Celtic kept up the pressure, kept on the attack, and nice pass out by Trusty to Jota on the left wing. Weaving run from Jota, working his way across the box and into the box, and then a wonderful curving shot again into the bottom left-hand corner. Celtic 2-0 up. Celtic kept up the pressure. Dundee United very rarely getting out their own half, very rarely ever giving Kasper Schmeichel any problems. Second half a wee bit quieter. Celtic looked like they were quite happy just to keep their lead, keep the ball moving. Number of subs in the second half as well. Some game time for Maeda and Kuhn and Engels, all of whom I expect will be starting on Tuesday, and similarly game time late on for Greg Taylor. I suspect he probably will be the starting left back on Tuesday, although I thought Schlupp's performance really should put him into the frame for Tuesday, although I prefer Liam Scales to be lining up at left back simply for the better strength, the better height, and the better defensive force as well. But I suspect that he'll go for Taylor as his choice. And late in the game, wee bit of a scramble in the goalmouth led to a great shot by Greg Taylor. It was well saved by Walton. Celtic cycled the ball from the right side of the box to Adam Ida on the far left side of the box. Ida took the ball under control, and then a brilliant hard hit shot into the top left-hand corner, giving Walton no chance, and Celtic ended up with a very convincing 3-0 win. Stats very much show how dominant Celtic were, how little Dundee United actually were an offensive threat, and once Celtic got that early lead, I think the writing was on the wall for Dundee United, and they were never going to get back into the game. So the stats were Celtic had 76% possession to 24. Shots were 21 for Celtic, 6 for Dundee United. Celtic had 7 shots on target, 7 shots off target, 7 shots blocked. Dundee United just 2 shots on target with 3 off targets and 1 blocked. Kasper Schmeichel made 3 saves, and Walton in the Dundee United goal 4. Corners were a very impressive 15-0 for Celtic, and touches in the box also very dominating. Celtic 37 to Dundee United's 10. So I think all around we can see Celtic massively on top and giving Celtic a well-deserved 3-0 win. Moving on to my own player ratings for yesterday's performers, 16 players played. So, looking at the player ratings, Kasper Schmeichel gave 6.5. Couple of very easy saves to make. Got the ball back out quickly to restart the game from by kicks and throwouts and kickouts. Had very little otherwise to do for in the game, so 6.5 for him. 6.5 for Anthony Ralston. Perfectly dependable, reliable performance as always from Ralston. Not the greatest threat in the final third. Not the greatest threat moving into midfield, but did his job and looks, as always, solid and dependable. Gave 7 for Carter Vickers and Austin Trusty. Both rarely ever looked in trouble. Nice distribution. Austin Trusty helped set up the Jota goal for number 2. And I think the two of them are starting to form a very good partnership. They both are good tacklers, good positioning. Trusty especially has good recovery pace if he ever does get beaten or out of position. And both of them can be a threat in the opposition box. Probably just Celtic as a team need to work a wee bit more on their defensive corners, as that is still an occasional issue, as was shown with the second goal against Bayern Munich. Moving on to Jeffrey Schlupp, gave him 7.5. Good defensive performance, pushed nicely into midfield, pushed nicely into the final third. Some nice crosses, some nice passes, and he had a great shot midway through the first half that clipped the post. Could well easily have been his first goal for Celtic. In midfield, gave 8.5 for Kyle McGregor and man of the match. Nice controlling, dominating performance. Working back to help the defence, linking play with his other midfielders and to get the ball out wide. Nice passes in the final third. Had one shot that nearly scored and scored that first goal with a very good shot from the edge of the box. So 8.5 man of the match for Callum McGregor. 6 for Luke McCowan. Quite disappointed in Luke McCowan. Rarely really got involved for Celtic from my assessment. Did have one nice free kick in the second half that could easily have been a goal, but probably didn't quite have the power or angle and positioning to beat Walton in the goal. Otherwise, McCown I thought was quite disappointing. Rio Tati, dependable performance. No real great highlights from yesterday's game, but no mistakes or errors. So 6.5 for Hattati, given 7 for Yang. Looked nice and lively down his right wing. Cut inside a few times. A couple of nice runs. Looked very busy. Had a great run in the second half, which was thwarted by Middleton pulling him down from the back. And of course, Yang was partly involved with setting up McGregor's goal for number 1. Given 8 to Jota. Lots of lovely play by Jota down the left wing. First half, I think he looked very, very good. Felt his performance in the second half slightly ebbed away. Maybe just struggling for match stamina. Otherwise, he may well have been my man of the match. So 8 for Jota. Scored a lovely goal in the first half and several very good crosses in the first half as well, but did die away a wee bit in the second half. But I think he could well be in the frame to start on the left against Bayern on Tuesday, with Maeda swapping to the right, but we'll see what Rodgers goes with. Given 8 for Adam Ida, I thought he looked very busy throughout the game, showed good energy and stamina to play right from the first minute up until about the 85th, when he was taken off for Kenny. Had a couple of half chances in the first half, linked up play very well, showed lots of good energy, good positioning, and of course scored a brilliant goal for Celtic's third goal. In terms of the subs, gave 6.5 for Greg Taylor and 6.5 for Dyson Maeda. I think they both look quite lively. Didn't have the greatest amount of time at the end of the game to show off their skills and talents. Maeda had a few nice runs and passes. No major goal threats though. Greg Taylor, nice shot on goal, and his basic defensive duties fine. 6.5 for them, and 6 for Kuhn, Engels, and Kenny. Kenny didn't really have enough time at the end to get a better mark than 6. Engels and Kuhn both had rather quiet games. And so 6 for them. Now, you may well have all your own thoughts and ratings for the players yourself, so do feel free to pop those into the comment section. It's always great to debate and share opinions and points of view amongst like-minded Celtic fans. Looking at the early Sunday morning news sites, both football sites and Celtic sites, can't see any particular spellbinding major news, and so we'll call it a day there. Just a wee polite encouragement reminder: if you are new to the channel, not yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button. Keep the numbers pushing up to my next target of 1200. If you do like the video, click that like button, and do feel free to pop your pleasant, polite thoughts and comments regarding yesterday's game, the performances, and maybe one or two wee thoughts going into the Bayern Munich game on Tuesday as to who you think may have pushed themselves into the starting lineup for Rodgers on Tuesday. And so until the next video, goodbye and hail, hail.